Hello everybody. Meet her girlfriend for an hour. They've gone for a walk. We're good. I'm just annoyed I can't post anything at the moment. Gracie says hi.
Hello.
Morning, Gracie. How are we?
Chair for me to stand on.
You have street dance this evening. Right pain. I can't post. I can't post anything. It's doing my nut. No, it's alright, Fred. Once I've made my cup of tea, I'm going to come out there anyway. Yes, Nicole has a girlfriend. She hasn't picked a side. We're good, thanks. Just turn it round. Now you're taller than me. One day you will be taller than me.
Yeah.
That would be a very upsetting day. I don't want you to be taller than me. You smell of... Have you eaten quavers?
Maybe.
Because that's what you smell of. Your hair needs doing too. I said that yesterday. I'm doing yours and Jay's hair later.
How does it look now?
We can do a before and after picture to post. We'll do like a transition video. I've never done one of them. We'll do a transition video of your hair before and after, like...
I'm the chosen one.
You know, something like that. Nicole's 14.
Is she?
She is just out for a walk. Yeah, I'm banned from posting till the 5th.
Why
Which is really annoying. Are we in the UK? Yes, we are in Hemel Hempstead in Hertfordshire. Why am I banned from posting? Yeah. I did a video which
you look
was...
very pretty today, Jodie.
Thank you very much. These are the tattoo, brows. You know, the tattoo ones. Normally I used to tint them for myself. But these are tattoo ones, and you just, colour it on and then peel it off. And they're there. That's them now. They're stuck. Mum, I don't have to draw them on.
Mum, someone just said
and then I stick on the old magnetic eyelashes and jobs are good 'un.
Someone just said that you were an amazing mum.
Do you think I'm an amazing mum?
Yes, of course. Because you're my mum. Can you say Skyle?
Skylar. That says hi, Skylar. Let me just make my cup of tea.
It's just me now. Even though she's right there. I'm just gonna squid over a bit.
What's everyone else doing today on their bank holiday Monday? Me and
Someone just said,
Callum,
good morning, guys.
for the first time ever.
Someone just asked, where's Nicole? Hi.
Hi to Freddie. Me and Callum tomorrow, when the kids have gone to school, are going on a lunch date together. We have booked a pub and everything. I'm so excited. And I think it's going to rain, isn't it?
Right there. I think that's a good one.
Oh no, going to an emergency dentist appointment. Toothache and earache are the worst pains. I would say I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, but I absolutely would because it's horrific.
Our worst enemy is slugs.
I don't really have a very good accent because I was born in Hampshire, so I have the grass, glass, and then when I was 13, I moved slightly further up to West Sussex. I lived near Brighton and Angmering and Littlehampton and stuff. And Worthing. And then I moved from there to Shropshire when I was 16. So my accent's kind of just changed because up north, obviously not Shropshire's not very north, but it is north. And hi Sienna, that says say hi to Sienna. Freddie's still obviously reading, trying to read everything. You'll be there ages. Look, mate, the thing is, we get lots and lots of questions. You have to just pick some because there's just too many.
I know. Is Nicole?
This is good. It'll help you read faster. And then when we got to Shropshire, all my children say grass, bath, glass. Don't you? You speak like a proper little farmer.
What? Okay, I need to stop.
Yeah, you do. goodness, tell everybody what happened last night. So you've got a load of books, brand new ones, haven't you, that we haven't read?
Oh,
so
yeah.
We read one last night. I was traumatised. I was traumatised from a children's book.
Let me go get it.
Not even going to lie. Not even going to lie. It was awful. My understanding of the... we were in Shropshire, but we now live Hemel Hempstead in Hertfordshire. So I've come a little bit further back down and I can speak my normal lingo. Yeah, I was traumatised last night. So we read The Three Little Pigs. I'm 36 and I've read this story to my kids hundreds of times, but not this particular book. So I got them, I got Freddie some new books before I moved, and he's just started to go through them. They're all the classics. They're Ladybug ones, all the classic like children's stories. I was horrified. So we went, can we read Three Little Pigs? I went, yeah, sure. The pigs got eaten. The wolf ate the pigs. What? No. The first little pig in the straw house runs to the second pig's house. And then both those pigs in the stick house and the straw house run to the third pig's house with the bricks. And then the wolf comes down the chimney and dies in the pot of water. Where did that story become the straw house pig gets eaten and then the stick house pig gets eaten and the only pig left surviving is the one in the brick house? Who wrote that? Like, no. I literally was traumatised. I was traumatised. I genuinely, up to the last 36 years, was like, they don't get eaten. They run to the next house. It's a children's book. They don't get eaten. I literally was like, what? Freddie, it's on my bed. Like, what? Seriously, it's not just me, is it? It isn't me, is it? I genuinely thought the original story was like, he makes a house of straw, he makes a house of sticks, and he makes a house of bricks, and they run to each other's house when the wolf comes. But no, not in this book.
I found the page where it says something ate them up. It's
Yeah,
just
look.
a pig though.
So this is the book.
It's at the end.
It'll be back to front now, but it's a ladybirds.com book, right?
Yeah, go into like the middle.
And it says... Right, hang on, let me get to the bit where it says it. And I'm not even going to lie, it was like, what? Hang on, let me... They've all built their houses.
Yep.
Right. So, no, said the first little pig. Hang on, no, wait. By the hair of my chinny chin chin, I will not let you come in, right? Then I'll huff and I puff and I'll blow your house in, said the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed. The house of straw fell down and the wolf ate up the first little pig.
Look, I'll show you. It's actually true. Can they see it? I don't think they can. Let it go closer.
It'll be back to front though, I think. I don't think it works like that.
No,
I was like, Freddie, what? So I don't even want to read Cinderella because I don't want to know what happens to her. Jesus. And then the second pig huffed and he puffed, the house of sticks fell down and the wolf ate up the second pig. What the actual? Look. I was like, sorry? These are children's books. And then there's a whole big debate with the next one where it's not just a basic story of the wolf like saying, I'm pretty boring everyone with this, but I'm going to tell you anyway because it really has baffled me. So the next day the wolf goes further along the road. He goes to the third little pig's house and says, oh God, just let me in. And he says no. So he huffed and he puffed and he obviously couldn't get in. Then the story escalates, right, to where they have this game of meeting each other at places. And I was like, what? So, little pig, he said, be ready at 6 o'clock in the morning and I'll take you to Farmer Smith's field. Very well, said the pig. And I'm like, what? Who's Farmer Smith? There was never a Farmer Smith. And then, so the pig goes to Farmer Smith's house at 5 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock, and he gets these turnips that they're going to go on about. And then he comes back and he cooks these turnips. I'm literally dying reading this shit. I'm not even kidding you. I was like, Freddie, why have we never read this book before? And then, right, the wolf turns up and he's like, oh, it's 6 o'clock, are we going to Farmer Smith's field? And the pig says, no, I've already been. And I'm like, what? Where did this come into the story? Yeah, turnips, right. Then the next day, the wolf's really angry and he says, be ready at 5 o'clock and I'll take you to Farmer Brown's apple tree and we'll pick some red apples. Who's Farmer Brown? Who the fudge is Farmer Brown? And then he says, very well, says Little Pig. The next morning, the little pig set out at 4 o'clock because the wolf had obviously said 5 o'clock. And he found the apple tree. He was up in the tree picking apples when the wolf came. Where? It's not just me, is it? I had never heard this story in my life, and I've had 3 kids. I've read this story plenty of times, just not this book. So then the pig was so frightened because obviously he's stuck in a tree and the wolf's down at the bottom, and he says, the little pig's really frightened. He pretended not to be. I mean, he's going to get eaten. His brothers have just been eaten. I'm like, what? And he says, these are fine apples, Mr. Wolf. I'll throw you one, right? He threw down an apple, but it rolled down the road. So the wolf ran after it. The little pig then jumped down from the tree. He ran all the way home and shut the door. Where did this story come from? This is not the original. I'm seriously disturbed. It carries on. This doesn't stop there. The next day, the wolf then asked him to go to the fairground. And everyone's wondering why children have got mental health problems nowadays. What? My childhood was fine because as far as I was concerned, Pig 1 and 2 ran to Pig 3's house and they just killed the wolf. I'm not even joking. Right. Do you want to hear the rest of the story, guys? So they were meant to be ready at 4 o'clock in the afternoon to go to the fair. And at 2 o'clock, the little pig set off for the fair. He had a great time. Then he bought himself a butter churn and it looked like a big barrel. Right? As the little pig was going home, he saw the wolf coming up the hill. So he jumped inside the butter churn and began to roll down the hill. It went faster and faster and it knocked the wolf down. The wolf was so frightened he ran away quickly as he could. Where did this happen? I mean, come on. There's hundreds of you on here. Surely I am not the only one baffled by this story. Right? Gets better. That's not the end there. Literally wetting myself reading this last night. So the next day the wolf comes and knocks on the pig's door again. And he says, little pig, I didn't go to the fair yesterday. A great big barrel came rolling down the hill and knocked me over. Ha ha, said the little pig. That was me inside my butter churn. When the wolf heard this, he was very, very, very angry. Indeed. Very, very, very angry indeed. He said, little pig, I'm going to eat you up like your brothers, basically. And he said, I'm going to climb down your chimney to get you. At this point, I'm literally looking at Freddie going, Freddie, it's not real. The one that I read you for the last 8 years of your life is the one we'll stick to. We will get rid of this book after this and we won't read it again, right? The little pig was really frightened. He's so frightened that he put a big pot of water on the fire to boil. He was that frightened, he had time to assess the situation and decide to put a big pot of boiling water on the fire. The wolf climbed onto the roof, then he began to come down the chimney, right? The little pig took the lid off from the pot, and into the pot fell the wolf with a big splash. And this is how it finishes. That was the end of the wolf, and the third little pig lived happily ever after. After losing his two brothers and the traumatising experience of the butter churn, the field. This is savage. Ladybird.com wrote a savage version of the Three Little Pigs. Now, the thing is, I have Fred. How many of these new ones did we get? There's more of these. I'm concerned about reading the next ones. We do read. We don't read them as often as we should anymore. Because obviously you have to do reading with the school books and stuff. So we don't really read bedtime stories anymore because my kids are all a bit older. But Freddie last night was like, should we do some reading? I was like, yeah, sure. I swear to God, I'm traumatised. I swear, reading the other ones of this, Rumpelstiltskin, don't ruin the... What is happening? It isn't just me, is it? The pigs did not get eaten. They didn't. All three pigs went to the brick house. And I know this is nothing to do with Nicole and nothing to do with Tourette's, FND, ASD. This is to do with the traumatised version of this that I had to read to my son last night. I'm 36. This is the first time I read this story. It baffled me. Completely baffled me. Genuinely. So a bit scared to read Cinderella and the rest of them. I need to look up the real reason of nursery rhymes. I don't think I want to. I'm quite happy with my childhood and being a normal child. Oh, hey Peter. Hello.
I just saw your story and I was like laughing my head off. It's like, what on earth have they done to the book?
I'm traumatised. I'm literally traumatised. I shit you not. I was reading this book last night to Freddie going, this isn't the story I know. And Callum's going, shut up, you're making it up. And I was like, I'm not. That's what it says in the book. He's just been eaten. And Callum went, give me the book. And I was like, I'm not making this version up. It's in the story. And then he's going to Farmer's Field and there's this whole big game. Where did that happen, Peter? You've got kids. You haven't read that version to your kids.
The Three Little Pigs? No, not that version. No, never heard of it in my life. I mean, he seemed to be like he was the boss in the end, and the wolf was scared of him.
I was like, what? Oh, he's not upset that his pig brothers have been eaten or anything. Honestly, I'm scared to read the other ones.
Did you say you've got Cinderella? You've got other ones as well.
So I bought a set because before we moved, because we've only lived there not very long, have we? I don't actually remember. It might have been out of a charity shop because I normally get a lot of the books out of charity shops, and it was a set of them. As a set, I've got a whole set of this shit. I'm scared to read the other ones now.
Imagine Beauty and the Beast.
Don't! The Beast will probably eat her. I'm scared.
You know what? Next time you should do that. Next time you go live, every time you go live, start off with a story. Start off with one of the books.
Honestly, I'm like, do you know what would be funnier? When Nicole's ticking, getting her to read it.
Has Nicole heard that story? Did you tell her that story? She would turn straight around and say, "What a shit."
Yeah. It's never the version I've read it to any of them. I've never read that version. Let me just turn Alexa actually on. Alexa, volume 1. It's too loud, I couldn't hear anything.
Someone in this, but on the Cinderella, they will probably break their ankle trying the shoe on.
Or one of the ugly sisters ends up marrying him because it fits her. Oh my god.
Oh,
Someone just put, I'm
crazy.
scared of getting these books for my granddaughter now. I think they must have been out of a charity shop. I don't know whether it was Say again.
Who made it? Who wrote them? Who wrote that?
Ladybirds.com. It's like a proper Ladybird.
Complain.
They're like classic books.
You want to complain to them. You want to put a complaint in and say, what have you done to the historic story of like Three Little Pigs?
I'm 36, Peter. I genuinely thought all the pigs made it. I'm horrified.
So they all got for one, yeah?
Say again.
They got killed except one of them on that story you've just read.
Yeah.
Hi Kitty, how you doing?
Now people are going, I wonder what happened with Snow White.
Yeah, my missus has just said £39 or something for the whole collection off Amazon. Or
what,
something.
for the Ladybird ones?
The whole Ladybird collection.
The whole Ladybird collection, yeah.
I think I've got quite a few of them because I'm sure I must have got them out of one of the charity bookshops because I don't tend to buy brand new books because they're so expensive. So I bought these because they're like a classic set and they were slightly more like bigger writing for Freddie to be able to learn to read himself rather than like the basic ones. So I thought, I'll get them because they're nice stories. That's not a nice story. Do not read that to your children.
Oh, do you know what? I just came on. I see you as live. I came on and I just see you. I came on because I saw your caption say that you can't post or something. And I was like, oh shit. And then when I came in, I was coming into your live expecting you to be on like a rant moaning about you can't post or something. I came into you reading about Three Little Pigs, and then I only caught part of it about some pig rolling down a fucking hill with a barrel.
You did the bit before that, honestly. How old are your children, Peter?
7 and 4.
Now, I'm telling you now, there's no way you and your wife have read these stories. The version where they play a game and he goes and picks apples. He goes and picks apples. When did that happen?
My daughter had a bit of homework and she had to rewrite the Three Little Pigs. She had to rewrite the story. She had to put 3 stories down. She had to write it herself, 3 different stories. And she had to read 3 different versions first and then make one story up for the 3. Don't know why. They're probably going to create a new one now.
Oh, don't say that. Dad, he went to the fun fair. In what version did a pig go to a fun fair?
With a wolf.
I'm literally just... I was crying last night. I was absolutely... Oh, my God, there's hundreds of them.
I wonder what happens to the gingerbread man.
Oh, Jack and the Beanstalk would be entertaining.
Check it.
Oh, Hansel and Gretel probably torture the witch before they leave the house at this point.
So when you got this collection and you came home and you started to read one last night, what you just thought, what a load of shit.
I couldn't... I started reading it because Freddie and I were taking it in turns to read the pages, and then he said the wolf. He said the wolf ate the pig, and I went, no. And then I started to read it, and I read it out loud, and I was like, yeah, the wolf just ate the pig. And Callum was like, no, it didn't. Stop ruining the story. And I was like, I'm not. That's what it says. I was like, that can't be real.
And then you woke up this morning thinking, I'm going to tell everyone about this shit.
You what?
You woke up this morning going, oh, I'm going to tell everyone about this shit.
Yeah, literally. I'm traumatised. This is not the version my mother read me.
Not the version that we've not had. I don't think anyone's had it in the last 50 years.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God, the three Billy Goats gruff. I dread to think how that ended. I'm almost intrigued now for the other books. I think we got about 6 or 7 of them. But I can't remember which ones we got. That's why Freddie's just started to get them out, because we're starting to sort his room out now. We've done Jay's and now we're doing Fred's.
Even said when you was reading it, she was like, I've never known the book to go on that long. Like, if they've made it long as well, I don't know.
Sorry, you're breaking up a bit. Say that again.
Okay, can you shut that door a minute? Because kids. All I do is scream. The story, the new version's gone on quite longer as well, isn't it?
Well, I don't think that's a new one. I think that's the old version. I think that's an original.
What, the one you just read?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I think it is, genuinely. Hang on, let me see what... I was going to say that, but I'll probably get banned for being racist, what I was just about to say. It did come from China. Printed in China.
No, she can't be banned because she's on here talking to me, so I don't know what you mean.
I'm banned from posting videos. I can't post any videos for like till the 5th.
Why is that? Did you have a video taken down?
Yeah, well, I'm arguing it now. The last time that happened, I was banned for 24 hours from posting, and then the 24 hours came and went, and I still wasn't able to post, and then they reviewed the video that I made the appeal for, and they reinstalled the video anyway, but I'd already been banned for 24 hours. So that was really pointless. This video was the one where I was doing about the toxic people and cutting people out of your life, and I went snip, snippety, snip, and I had a pair of scissors in my hand, and that got banned for a dangerous act.
You might not get that back.
I was like, oh,
I know that if you get a message to say, no, Mrs. P, don't pass to me. I'm not doing a grow live. I'm only talking. Andy, tell her not to pass to me. I'm not on it. I'm only on it for 5 minutes or so. What was I going to say? Yeah, so if you get a posting ban, if you get a message from TikTok to say you can't post for so long, yeah?
Yeah. I've appealed it.
I'm on the shush. If you get a posting ban and they say you can't post for 3 days, 5 days or whatever, and they show you the videos that normally they give you the videos that have been taken down. If you win them appeals and you get the videos restored, they lift the posting ban.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, but they're taking ages to read it. And the last time, even though they'd lifted it, it was pointless that them lifting it, because I'd already got my posting back, because they didn't bother to look at the appeal till after my ban was done. So I got the video back and it was restored because there was nothing wrong with it, but I was still banned for 24 hours. My point is, I feel like it's a fix at the moment. No, that's not my dad. That's Peter. Someone said, is that your dad?
Shock.
Oh, crying today. Yeah, so I've now ruined Freddie's childhood by reading him a story that's now traumatised him for life.
So all the children that thought that the pig survived and everything for years, you've just now let everybody know that they've got a new book where they've died.
Yeah, but I don't think this is a new book. And apparently it says in here, it said a catalogue record for this book is available from the British Library. Doesn't say what year it was done though.
Last week, probably.
No, they're old because I got them ages ago before we moved, and I just put them all in a box. That's so funny.
So I'm gonna go for
honestly, it's so funny. Tonight we'll read one of the other ones.
But this is like, I reckon you should start every time you go live. You should start off with a story, and you should let Nicole read it.
Yeah, I think I might do.
let Nicole read the story, but let her read it in her own way.
Yeah.
Oh,
last night she was ticking. Last night we watched. We had a family film night last night, and we watched the film Love and Monsters. Oh, I've lost you. You're frozen. Peter. I think we've lost him. Oh, I've lost him, I think. Can you still... Last night we watched Love and Monsters. Has anyone seen that film? So we watched that last night as a family. And afterwards, Nicole was ticking really badly. And she was on the phone to her friend, Maria. And she started to describe the story with her tics. Oh my God, it was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. It was really funny. It was really funny. So if you've watched that film and then you listen to Nicole explaining the film, you literally would find it really funny. Really funny. I have videos, some of it, but I can't post anything because I'm not allowed to post yet. So I will post. There'll be loads of videos to post over the next few days because I've got loads of videos. So yeah, we'll have to read one of those other Ladybird books later though. He's been banned. Oh, you're kidding? What, Peter's just been banned? Oh no, Peter, you haven't been banned, have you? I've just seen you've just joined. Have you had a live ban? Love the hairstyles. Oh, it's only because my hair needs washing. So it's all shoved up out the way. Oh, your data run out. Okay. We watched Love and Monsters last night. We had a family film night. We watched Love and Monsters. Nicole was ticking really badly after. And she started to then retell the story while she was ticking, which was really funny. But it was a good film, actually. All the kids enjoyed it. Freddie was a little bit concerned, bearing in mind he is only 8, nearly 9, and it is a 12. Okay, now I'm just voicing the fact that I'm being illegal. But yeah, he enjoyed it. There was a couple of dicey moments with monsters that he was like, oh my God, and like not looking and doing all this, and then sort of doing this. But it was a good film. It was good. Nicole started to really enjoy her PlayStation, so she started to play it last night when she was ticking and she was talking to Maria, and that helped a little bit. No, Nicole didn't write that story. She's not here. She's out with her girlfriend at the moment. I can't breathe. That's funny. Yeah, we might go live later, we'll see. Jodie, don't be a criminal. I know. I'll probably get banned now for saying that. Probably banned for live again for another week. I can't tell you who her girlfriend is. That's up to them. I'm not encroaching on their personal life. Yeah, she's got a girlfriend. I'm not quite sure she's picked a side yet. She's both. It's my joke. Don't anyone get offended. I couldn't care less. It's my joke. I know how everyone thinks I'm not politically correct ever about anything. I'm useless. I say my children are broken. They're not obviously broken, and I love my children, but they do have disabilities. It's just humour, and that's how we deal with shit in this house. You want to see the boys? Hang on. No, watch. That's how easy it is. It's awesome. No, of course I don't mind having a girlfriend. I don't care. As long as she's happy. People wanted to see you.
Hi. Why did you want to see me?
You good?
Yeah.
Where's your brother?
Upstairs.
I'll buzz him.
His is unplugged.
He's unplugged it. Little rat bag. Plug your bell back in, you little wally.
Mum, why did you tickle me yesterday?
Because it's funny.
Freddie.
It's concerning to think at some point they're both going to be taller than me.
It's going to be hilarious.
Oh, brilliant. Yes, I do seriously have bells in their rooms.
I'm good, thank
Otherwise
you.
I have to scream up their rooms, Peter. Have you not seen this life hack? It's brilliant. It's the best thing ever. Look, there's 3 of them.
I'm going to leave now.
Nicole, Jade and Freddie.
I don't think they can read it.
Yes, I have got doorbells in their rooms. I am that mum.
Why?
Because then I don't have to shout up the stairs. And then when dinner's ready, I'll just press the buttons and
Somebody
carry on.
said I need them bells.
But I'm very good. I do not, I don't ring them all the time, do I?
No.
So I only ring them when I need you for something.
Yeah.
I got them from Amazon. I think they were like £10 each, maybe? £10, £11. Eyebrows were tattoo ones. Look, they're not coming off anytime soon. I used to tint them. They don't... Well, Freddie's unplugged his bell this morning. Obviously, he was plugging something else in. But they don't ignore them.
Somebody said love the nails.
Thank you. You don't ignore them, do you?
No.
No, because you know I need you for stuff.
Yes.
I saw it. Someone else had done it. And I was like, that is ingenious. I'm totally doing that. But other people have got Alexas in their room, so it's the same thing. But I wouldn't know how to do
Mum,
that.
am I going to get an Alexa for my birthday?
Don't know what you're going to get for your birthday yet, do we?
Sad. I'm just excited.
What do you love most about your mum, Jaden? What do you love most about me?
I don't know. I don't even know. Where's Nicole? She's with her friend, I think.
Her girlfriend.
Oh.
Are we getting any more foster dogs? Hopefully not any time. Well, actually, I say that. Yeah, at the end of the month. Oops. Yeah, I forgot, actually, at the end of the month. Well, no, I don't think I've got a flight booked for the end of this month. It'll be around the 3rd of June. I've got another boxer dog coming, but I'm hoping to find him a home.
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet.
Mama, bucket.
He's done.
Bucket.
Such a weirdo.
Bucket.
Get your hand out. Get out, you nutter. Right, go and play games. We've only got about 15-20 minutes and then we're going.
Why? They wanted to see me, Mum.
Yes, I know.
They still want to see me.
My dog's being idiots. A bunch of idiots. Now, why is your bed over there? What are you two doing? Ugh. Can Jaden always tell what's Nicole and what's Tick? I think he's the one that probably struggles with it more than anybody else. Like then, he didn't understand the question because Jaden's got ASD. Well, it's Asperger's, but everything's under the same umbrella now. No, Nicole doesn't talk to her biological father. Yeah, I'm banned from posting at the moment. We're going to go for a walk with Callum's sister and her children. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Dragonfly. That's a nice thing to say. We're just going to go for a walk with dogs. I'm not taking all my dogs. I'll take 2 of them. I don't take all my dogs out at the same time unless I've got another adult with me that hasn't got their dogs. It's chaos otherwise. Thank you. No, Callum doesn't live with me. Not yet. How do doorbells work? It's literally the same as if it was at the front door. You plug it, it's like a plug, and you just plug it in to like a socket in their bedroom and have the bell down here. It's dead easy. If I can do it, anyone can. No, they don't understand the FND bit. I haven't even attempted to explain it to them because I genuinely need to get my head around it myself first in order to explain it to them better. No, she doesn't miss him. She doesn't miss her dad, her biological dad. She has Callum and she calls Callum dad now. I'm banned for a dangerous act because I did a video with a pair of scissors where I went snip, snippity snip, motherfucker. And yeah, it got me banned. FND can't change her. The fact that we have that now as a diagnosis doesn't change anything. It just means that we are able to differentiate what's a tic and what we thought were part of tics and Tourette's that aren't. They are FND. Like when she'd already got her hand stuck for 4 hours and we thought that was a tic. It wasn't. That's FND. Functional neurological disorder is what it stands for. I thought it was a funny video as well, the snip snippity snip one. Clearly someone else didn't. Because I got banned. Oh, funny. My dogs are all here. Hang on, I will show you them. Rory's blind, my red boxer. He's blind. Maggie's a div. And actually, I've had her 2 years tomorrow. So yeah, I've had her 2 years, my white boxer, tomorrow. I'm really annoyed in case, if I get to 1 million while I'm banned from posting, I'm going to be really annoyed. Will it get harder for Nicole as she gets older? I don't think it's going to get, touch wood, I don't think it's going to get worse than what it is right now. I think I'm hoping this is a peak, but you never know. Functional neurological disorder, that's what FND means. I did post on my backup yesterday, just moaning, really, and venting the fact that I'd been banned, and it's not fair that creators get loads of shit from people, but when we like take a comment that someone said and then make a video about it, we get banned. I thought the snip snippity snip video was funny. Yeah, me too. But it's dangerous apparently. Well, Tourette's is hereditary, yeah. Can FND cause non-epileptic seizures? I think FND is seizures themselves. I think they have their own category to do with that. So Nicole's, what we thought were non-epileptic fits aren't. They're part of her FND. Yeah, she does really handle it really well. And I don't give her enough credit. I've got to go and get her soon, actually, to be fair. So tics are the involuntary movements and sounds that Nicole makes. FND is what happens because of the tics and the episodes. Her brain then it has too much stress. It's too much to cope with. So then what happens is it then sends electrical pulses, and it messes up with her nervous system and makes her not to be able to feel her feet. It makes her roll her eyes into the back of her head and like drop. That's all FND. She lost the use of her hand for 4 hours. She couldn't walk. Saturday night, her foot was all like bent in. She couldn't walk, and all these things were happening. But we thought they were like ticks where she'd got stuck. She'd ticked and she'd got stuck, but that isn't what it is. Reporting you're live now. Okay, thanks for that. I'll ban you. You just got blocked. Have you got any foster dogs at the moment? No, but I am getting a really old boxer dog. Anybody who knows me knows boxers are like the love of my life. They're my most favourite breed on the planet. And I help lots of pounds and stuff in Cyprus, and I got a message about this really old boxer dog who was in a really bad way. He's about 10, which is really old for a boxer, and he had 15 days till he was going to be put to sleep. That's how it works in Cyprus with the pounds. So I got him out, and he's now at my mum and dad's house. I was going to take him to one of the shelters that I help, my mum and dad saw him, got him, and he was covered in lumps. He was really, really skinny. His head was too big for his body. They don't think he can see very well. So they ended up taking him home. And he's been with them, God, probably about 7-8 weeks now. He's got a blood condition called leishmania, which it won't hurt anybody else or any other animals. It just affects him directly. It's literally a blood condition, which can be controlled by like tablets. And he's going to come on the next flight over. And depending on when he gets here, what happens will be whether or not I can rehome him, because it's really difficult to home the old dogs. Nobody wants the old dogs. Whereas me, I would take an old dog any day over a puppy. So much more hard work puppies are. Can we go with you when you collect Nicole? Where can we find the link to your adoption centre? I'll change the link today, because we've way surpassed our thingy. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to change my bio though at the moment, because sometimes in punishment TikTok don't let you edit stuff. So I'll try and edit, but it's JCDR. Jodie's Cyprus Dogs Rehoming. But honestly, I only apply and message and stuff if you are actually over 18 and in a position to be able to pay a rehoming fee and all that sort of jazz. Don't just go on there if you're like 13, 14 saying, my mum wants a dog. That's not helpful. And the team get frustrated because we're all volunteers. And it's just time consuming otherwise. And I'm not trying to be horrible or rude. Why do I call Nicole Coco? I think because I called her Cole and then Coke, and it just sort of went to Coco. I don't know. You know how you just give a nickname? She was a baby. I've called her that since she was a baby. I'm paralysed because of my FND. Are you worried Nicole will be? It can happen. It can happen, can't it, for months and stuff at a time. She's had it for hours, but not for days. Do the dogs need to go into quarantine? No, they have to have a rabies injection 21 days before they fly. Microchip rabies injection at least 21 days before they fly, and they have a passport. So no quarantine. They used to years ago, but they don't have to do that now. Well, she was ticking, so I knew Nicole had, well, I didn't know she had Tourette's because I was naive, and I've said that millions of times. I didn't actually know what Tourette's was really. Rehoming fee, I think the Romanian dogs that we rehome, because it's a different, they come by road, is 400 and might be just be 400, and the Cyprus dogs are 500. But it depends, because like the dog that I've got coming called Frank, his rehoming fee won't be £500. We'll have to fundraise and get donations in to go towards that, because we couldn't ask that amount of money for a really old dog. Nobody would want him, and I understand that. So then it means it's more hard work for us to try and raise the money to cover his flight and to cover everything to get him here, because that £500 barely covers everything. So yeah, we'll try and just do it as a donation towards him. Alexa, what's the time?
The time is 11:28 a.m.
Yeah, I'll give it another 15 minutes or so, and then we'll go. But yeah, it's weird only being able to do a live. It's bizarre. You'd think that they would stop you being able to go live rather than not post. It's just stupid. Nicole's out with her girlfriend. No, I can't really have a job at the moment. I'm on, obviously, having the amount of followers that I've got, I'm on the creator fund on TikTok, which is literally income, and then that gets substituted with like universal credit. I get carer's allowance, you see, for Jaden. I've always had carer's allowance for him, but I have always worked. You're only allowed to work so many hours, so I used to always work up until literally 3 years ago. And it's a good job I didn't have a job when I moved or anything like that, because of everything with Nicole. So like there's loads of times, like last week I had to collect her 3 times from school in 5 days. So if I had a full-time job and 3 days out of that 5, where does that leave that employer and the colleagues that you've got? It's not practical, and I'm not a person that's about to let people down. So Nicole was diagnosed in January with Tourette's. I'm banned from posting. If you've just come on, I'm banned from posting because I did a video with a pair of scissors saying snip, snippity snip, mother. Okay, and it got banned for a dangerous act. So instead of a 24-hour ban, I got like a 4-day ban or 5-day ban this time. Nicole had to have blood tests to check that it wasn't like Lyme disease, pandas, all the other things that it could have been that's causing ticks. She had an MRI scan to check that it wasn't anything more sinister like a brain tumour or anything like that. And then when everything was ruled out, it was kind of, that's what it is then, basically. But we didn't get told that after all of those things. You have to have a combination of vocal and motor tics in order for it to be classed as Tourette's. If you have just vocal tics, it's just tics. If you have just motor tics, it's just tics. But you have to have a combination of both to be classed as Tourette's, and that's what Nicole's got. And for over a year, it has to be longer than 12 months. My sister's permanently banned from posting. It's a nightmare. I'll tell you what, if I get permanently banned from posting, like, I'd have to start a whole new account, and at this point, that would be really quite brutal to me. Oh, let me show you Maggie. She's decided to pull, hang on, does that turn? Flip camera. Look. She's pulled the blanket off the chair and she's just laid there. You see Rory? Little monkeys. Let me flip camera back. Yeah, she basically just woke up with it. It's inherited, so it was a gene that was sat inside her anyway, and I think it was triggered. Her foot's fine today. Her foot's absolutely fine. She went into town with Gracie the other day, and I had to pick her up because her foot basically got paralysed again. I don't have a big football pitch, you plonkers. That's not my field. My garden stops at the fence. That's all just like fields behind the house. Thank you for saying I look younger. My skin looks not too bad on this camera. And I have got foundation on, to be fair. Gracie is Nicole's friend who she does street dance with. How did she tell me she had a girlfriend? I don't know, really. Same as when she told me she's had boyfriends. Genuinely, you think my makeup looks lovely. Genuinely, I've got foundation on to cover all my scars because I've got awful skin and scars, which all happened from when I broke up with my ex-husband. Like, hormones went mental. I was in a really bad place. And so I got real bad skin. So I've got like awful scarring on my face, which I'm really, really self-conscious about. So I've literally got foundation on that. I tattooed these on like with a tattoo pen, right? And I've stuck on lashes. That's it. So these will be on there always now. Well, not always, because obviously after about 4 days they fade. And I just stuck on lashes. It's amazing what lashes do for your face. I've never been able to wear them. Honestly, anybody go back through my videos and watch, because I've never been able to do glue ones. I just get them everywhere. But these ones, they magnet. They just magnet on. Even my mum rang me and she was like, I watched your video. Can you buy me some? I've had chemical peels. I've had hundreds of chemical peels. It is better than it was. And I go to an aesthetics place here. And they did loads of chemical peels before lockdown and it just got worse again. So I'm having like microdermabrasion and chemical peels on it again. But it's so expensive. It's not something that I can warrant doing. You know, so... Oh no, I didn't get offended by you saying I had makeup on. No, not at all. Not offended at all. I've literally got minimalistic. I genuinely... Actually, you'd probably see better if I showed you in a different light. You'd probably see better. My face isn't as good as you think it is. Hang on. Can you see? Actually, I look a little bit orange. Come on. Yeah, look. Now you can see my colour. That's how shit I am at doing makeup. She didn't have any symptoms before she started ticking. FND stands for Functional Neurological Disorder. I personally think, and I've done loads of research. You could go down a rabbit hole of research and just keep going. It'd be endless. So I've stopped. I got to a point where it was mashing my head and I've stopped because I can't fix it. So I genuinely believe that her having the HPV jab caused it. But I can't prove that, and doctors won't want to say that, and I understand, and I do think it is like 1 in a billion chance of it happening. But if you have the inherited gene already, something has to trigger it. Like, there's people that get Tourette's when they're adults. They've had Tourette's in their genes all their lives. It's just that something triggered it, and normally it's a trauma that triggers it. So I know the Tourette's teacher, she was attacked and she was raped, and that was what triggered hers off when she was older. I believe that's what happened to her from the Tourette's teacher that I watched. And then there's another guy, and he got Tourette's after his friend committed suicide, and he was in his adulthood. HPV jab is the cervical cancer one, and she literally had that about a week before. And I know there's loads of girls in New York. There was a case of 12 girls at a school in New York who all had the HPV jab, and a week later they all got Tourette's. But I say that, and if they said it to me now and said she might get Tourette's, I'd still give it to her. I'd still give her the jab. Because I think this is far worse than dying of cancer. And cervical cancer, you don't really get any symptoms, do you, until it's too late. So, you know, I've literally, and especially now in the last 6 months, I've lost 2 friends to cancer. One of my best friends and one of my incredibly close friends.